Apple this year at WWDC 2026 released iOS 27 to developers, and the centerpiece is the all-new Siri AI. It works across 4 layers. It understands your personal context. It has awareness of what it is that's on your screen. It pulls from broad world knowledge on the web, and it can take action inside of your apps. There's also a dedicated Siri app that keeps your conversations all in one place and carries them over from device to device. So your iPhone to your iPad, your Mac, etc. So let's go hands-on and show you real quick what the new Siri AI can do. And just a quick note before we actually dive in, everything here is based on the iOS 27 Developer Beta 1. And so obviously it is a beta, and some features and the design or whatever is subject to change before the final release. So just kind of treat this as a preview of what could come later this year, but not a finished product by any means. And of course, my full review will be coming later on. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that video. All right, let's start with the first layer, which is personal context. Siri can reach into your messages, mail, photos, calendar, whatever, and find whatever it is that you might be asking for. You can ask, what was the name of that restaurant that your brother or sister texted you about last week? Or, and it'll pull all that information from your thread. You can pull up a photo of where you parked at the airport, and it uses the context of the shot rather than just the date. You can ask to find it a screenshot of a rental house Wi-Fi password. I mean, the options are endless. So let's just try one here and see how it does. My brother got new golf clubs. Can you send me the picture that he sent to me with those new clubs?
Here are the messages from Umberto Barbera about his new golf clubs.
So as you can see, I got a couple of messages from earlier today, and then I can go ahead and tap on it, and it brings me right to it where there are pictures of the clubs that he sent me. Pull up an email from Jess about the latest sponsorship that I have to integrate into a video.
I found a few recent emails from Jess.
All right, and so it found a few emails from somebody that handles our sponsorships, and I'm going to go ahead and blur out some of this information here, but a lot of it is personal so that you can see it is working. I don't need you guys to see all of my personal information, but I have recent emails that pertains to a sponsorship integration that we need to add in. And so, it gives me a lot of options to choose from, but the most recent one being of a few weeks ago, and I can go ahead and click on it and it'll take me right into that email, which is really nice. I have a tea time coming up, I believe on June 21st. There is an email that has a reservation confirmation. Can you go ahead and add all the details to my calendar, please?
I found a tea time booking confirmation from Ponders.
You can also ask it to find out when your next dentist appointment might be. It's happening in 6 months from now, but you don't know exactly when. Maybe you really want to be prepared. When is my next dentist appointment?
Your next dentist appointment is scheduled for Tuesday, November 3rd, 2026. From 9 a.m. to 10 a.m.
So Tuesday, November 3rd, I have to go to the dentist, and that'll be a terrible day. But I can easily find out that information, and there's a lot more that you can do to it. I can have it act on, other things. I can have it send that information over to my wife. So maybe that she didn't get it on her calendar, she can add it. So much you can do, but that's personal context, and you can go back. Once your phone, by the way, is done indexing, it makes it a lot easier. So if you do get access to the developer beta, make sure that indexing happens to its fullest extent so that you have the ability to go way back into your emails and messages. Now, the second layer is on-screen awareness. Siri understands what's currently on your screen and can answer questions or take actions based on it. So no matter which application you are in. If you're scrolling a social media app and you land on a photo of something, you can ask what that place is and Siri will identify it. So I have a picture here of a really cool looking hole at a golf course. I don't know where it's at. I might want to play it one day. Let me go ahead and ask Siri. Where is this golf course located and what is the name of it? And also give me some history behind this course. So Siri was able to tell me that this is the Turnberry Lighthouse located at the Turnberry Resort in South Ayrshire, Scotland. So this lighthouse is pretty iconic. And the castle grounds was built in 1873. All the information that I might need in this really cool, kind of summarization. And by the way, I can always go back into the application, the Siri app, and find out more or read more about it if I want to. The third layer is world knowledge or broad world knowledge. And Siri can answer open-ended questions and reason through them, referencing information online for up-to-date results. You can ask, what is a respectable score for a beginner playing a par 72 course?
A respectable score for a beginner playing a par 72 course is typically between 100 and 120. for a brand new golfer. As
All right, so Siri says between 100 to 120. New golfer can score anywhere from 120 to 130, but I can also follow up on it and ask, what part of my game should I work on in order to break 100 if I haven't done so already?
To break 100, you should focus on course management, your short game, and eliminating
And it
penalty
gives me
strokes.
all of the information that I need right there, saying that I should work on course management, short game, and eliminating penalty strokes, all things that I know. I'm also going to try one more thing here. Give me 3 credible rumors about the iPhone 18 and tell me how likely each one is.
3 of the most credible rumors surrounding the upcoming iPhone 18 lineup point to significant shifts in Apple's release strategy, display technology, and camera hardware.
And that's Siri being able to reach out and give me that broad world knowledge about certain topics, including 3 credible rumors about the iPhone 18. I was able to follow up and ask which one might be a deal breaker. And Siri was able to tell me that it might be that split release schedule because it could force people to buy earlier than anticipated. And so, again, all of that goes into the Siri app and you can act on it later. And then, of course, you can also ask practical questions like, how long can cooked rice sit out before it is not safe to eat? And Siri will give you a direct answer letting you know that cooked rice should not be left at room temperature for more than 2 hours. If the ambient temperature is above 90, this time limit is reduced because, it'll grow bacteria. And these are things that you should ask if you are unsure. And Siri is able to give you that answer very quickly with the sources here that you can scroll up and see and go and read more information if you need to. And the fourth layer is in-app actions. Siri can take actions across apps based on what you are doing at the moment. So with a tracking number and an open email, I can ask it to add the tracking number that's on my screen to a reminder for Friday and lifts the digits and builds up that reminder. With a receipt, I can ask it to total up or just add the itemized version of that to a note, for example, or a budget in numbers. And while drafting a text, you can say, grab the lease PDF from my email and attach it here, or any PDF. It doesn't really matter, just giving examples here. And Siri bridges mail and messages together and is able to accomplish that task. And so this is the all-new Siri AI in iOS 27. Personal context that draws on your own data, world knowledge that reasons through your questions, and actions across your apps, as well as on-screen awareness. And yeah, if you try out the developer beta for yourself, run some of these demos, let me know in the comments how you like them, how they perform, and what you think about the new Siri AI in iOS 27. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you around in the next video.